Hello, my beautiful people. Oh my god, spring has finally arrived to Poland. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. I literally can't concentrate in my home office, like seriously. And because of that, I felt extremely inspired and I wanted to give you a new lesson, a new Polish lesson, this time a grammar-wise and above all, a verb-wise. So today we will explore the verb mówić, which is the verb to speak. And if you hear that, that's probably my teams keep popping. And this verb we will see in present tense, past tense, and future tense. And you should be actually able to conjugate the verb mówić in the future tense already. Because if you watched my video on the verb to be, you would know how to do so. And it is an extremely important verb. I do recommend that you see that video and that you learn this verb because to be is required for any future tense. That's how simple it is, basically. Also, please remember that if I speak too fast for you, down in the settings below, you can adjust the speed of the video to suit your needs. So my apologies. And remember, change the settings down below if you need me to speak a little bit slower or maybe more fast, although that probably would be too fast, even for my standards. Anyway, let's get started. So we will start first with the present tense of this verb. The infinitive is mówić, and that's how we conjugate it. Ja mówię, mówię. Ty mówisz, mówisz. On, ona, ono mówi, mówi. My mówimy, mówimy. Wy mówicie po polsku. In Polish. Wy mówicie. Oni, one mówią, mówią. So I don't really think it's too complicated in the pronunciation. Of course, you know, I'm not the person who studies this language, so you might find some obstacles. But if you do, remember to just post down the comments down below and we can explore together the pronunciation. However, I always say that it is important to understand the Polish alphabet and the Polish double letters that do come across in those in any kind of words in Polish language. So remember to check out the double letters video in Polish because that should help you in your pronunciation. Let's move on to the future tense. And the future tense, I told you, you should already know that because how we construct the future tense in Polish, we construct it by conjugating the future tense of the verb to be and adding the infinitive of any verb. So that's how we construct a future tense of any verb in Polish. So in the future tense, the verb mówić will sound like this. Ja będę mówić. Ja będę mówić. Ty będziesz mówić. Będziesz mówić. On, ona, ono będzie mówić. Będzie mówić. My będziemy mówić. Będziemy mówić. Wy będziecie mówić. Będziecie mówić. Oni, one będą mówić. Będą mówić. Now let's move on to the past tense because it's the past tense that is the tricky part in the Polish grammar. And this past tense, I always describe as the past continuous. Okay, so it's as if you're saying, I used to speak Polish, for example. We have two different types of past tense in Polish, and the one we are continuously exploring throughout my videos so far is the one that is the past continuous, okay? And that's very important to remember because it changes the meaning as well. But we will explore that in a different video because, you know, verbs is an extremely long topic. And what is important in the Polish past tense as well is the fact that we do change the endings according to the gender, Okay, so we will have the feminine and the masculine version, and of course number, no? So plural, singular. That's how we go about our past tense verbs. So I will indicate firstly the feminine form because I am a woman and it just comes more naturally to me, and after that I will indicate the masculine form, and of course they are marked here in pink and blue to make it simple as to which person I am conjugating for you, okay? So let's start. Ja mówiłam, mówiłam, or mówiłem, mówiłem. Ja mówiłam, mówiłem. Ty mówiłaś, mówiłaś, or mówiłeś, mówiłeś. On mówił, ona mówiła, ono mówiło. In Polish, actually, we also have the neutral. So, ono, let's say, for example, the word child. Child in Polish, dziecko, is a neutral gender, okay? So we will use the neutral form of conjugation of the past verb, okay? And that's why I always refer to ono as the indicative of the neutral form. So in this example, always think of dziecko, because dziecko is the neutral gender. There's more, of course, words like this, but this one is probably the most kind of popular that you might hear in your daily interactions, okay? So dziecko mówiło. The child was speaking of, I don't know, Polish, or the child was speaking or was saying something to the mother, let's say. Dziecko mówiło coś do matki. Anyway, let's keep moving. My mówiliśmy. That's mixed gender group or masculine. My mówiliśmy. But a feminine group will say my mówiłyśmy. Wy, plural, masculine or mixed, mówiliście. But feminine, mówiłyście. So always associate the sound of L with the mixed or masculine group, or speaker, I should say, and wy always goes to the feminine. Mówiliście, mówiłyście. Oni mówili, one mówiły. And that's it, guys. That is the verb mówić in the Polish language. Remember to get yourself familiar with the different patterns that you see, because there are patterns. I know that particularly past tense is quite tricky because we have a lot of genders and we have a neutral gender also, and we have to take into account the singular plural form. But if you start connecting the dots and I think seeing them side by side, I think that might help you. So thank you for being here, and I shall see you soon.